And now, back to PTR Radio with Mike the Ape Man. Mike the Ape Man.
My mother had one of those Euro sealers, and I swear to Christ, she tried to Euro seal everything. I was afraid to piss my pants, afraid she'd try and Euro seal my tits. I swear to God, she fucking used that thing on everything.
PTR Radio.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to another edition of PTR Radio here on the fabulous interweb. I got to get some new intros running.
That is a laugh I have not heard in years.
Yeah, I know. I just heard it yesterday, actually. Our good buddy Nate. I just talked to him yesterday. But yeah, welcome. If you're new to the show, this is a show where we talk about pretty much whatever we feel like. Anytime I tell somebody, I have a radio show, and they go, what do you talk about? I go, well, mostly TV and movies, but whatever really we feel like. I'm like, we don't talk about politics or religion. I'm like, those are the two things we definitely don't talk about. Unless there's something so hilariously funny that we have to talk about it, but we're not going to do it in a heavy political bent way, but in general, those two topics are off limits. So, but we'll talk about anything. Yeah. Oh
my God. Especially now.
Yeah. We're not going to talk about anything, remotely political until, I don't know, February.
Ever.
I don't think we're even going to cover anything regarding the election until, never. So, oh boy. Later on in the show, though, we will talk about Nazis. What a weird thing. But we will.
Nazis and why we miss them.
Yes. But yeah, as I said,
we'll have to tune in later to get the context around that. Trust me.
Yeah, and
not as bad as you think.
Do listen to the context because it's important. You don't just want to get that piece. But yeah, so we have a few things to talk about first. Before that, anything exciting happened in you guys' life since our last show?
Well, I did DJ the wedding last week.
Yes, you did. And didn't you look dapper?
Oh, thank you so much. It was a very casual wedding. I'm going to say middle of the road dressed. The only people that were really formally dressed were the bride and groom. Everybody else was just kind of shirt and tie, casual, comfortable. But
see, that's dressing up around here.
I got to share. I got to share the duties with. I'm not even making this up. A local band from New Jersey called the Naked Apes. Little did they know that it was DJ Mike the Ape Man that was accompanying them.
Did you get contracted for any more dates with them?
No. Nobody even asked me for a damn card. I was a little upset by that, but
I would think that would be a very good relationship to have.
It would.
So
it absolutely would. But no, it was fun. Good time. Now I'm just looking forward to the next gig, whatever that may be. Although I am expecting, since we're getting close to the beginning of the school year, I am expecting to get that phone call like, hey, by the way, the back-to-school barbecue is next week. Are you available?
Yeah, for your with your elementary residency,
Yeah.
Some people get residencies in Las Vegas. Mike gets them in elementary school.
Again, people, take that with the right context, please.
Yes.
I have a career. Please take that with the right context.
Mike is a big hit with the 1st through 3rd grade. Oh
God.
Well, that's okay. I had some excitement as well over this weekend. I on Saturday had to replace a water heater.
Oh.
Because
never fun.
My daughter called me up on Friday and said there's water in my basement, and sent me a picture because I thought, okay, maybe there's a little puddle or something. Oh no, there was a decent amount of water in her basement. Like, you know, it not like the water heater had completely burst, but you could tell that there was a decent hole in it which had leaked. And so, yeah, I walked her through shutting off the water to the house before she left for work, and then, you know, figuring out what she needed, who she needed to call, getting estimates, then realizing those estimates were way too expensive, and then deciding Saturday that between my younger stepson and myself that we could do it, and then doing it ourselves. And nobody died from natural gas poisoning. So I guess we did a good job.
Oh, it was gas water heater.
Yeah, it was a natural gas water heater.
Okay.
So, you know, no leaks for water or gas. So, you know, we did okay. And she's got hot water now. So,
very good.
Pretty good, you know. I Googled, is replacing a hot water heater a DIY thing? And, of course, you get about 50% that said yes, about 50% that said no, and about 50% that said home accidents with hot water heater replacements cause death, you know, and decided what the hell. So let's do it. You know?
As long as you don't mess up the extra valve for overpressure.
Yeah, no, that's easy.
It's relatively safe.
Yep. So
mess that up, you can blow up the entire house. As anybody who watched Mythbusters.
Well, yeah, if you disable every safety precaution on the water heater, then yes, you can turn it into a missile, is what they found. Yes. But if any of the like 6 are left intact, then you're pretty darn safe. So, you know. Yeah. But we ended up getting it done for like half price. So that made her happy. And it really didn't take that long. It only took like an afternoon. So, you know, like a good, you know, good fun job. Now I get to go over there and redo all the electrical. Which, funny enough, I'm much more comfortable with electrical than I am with gas. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
It depends on. I mean, so the gas.
Mm-hmm.
How did you do it? Did you solder into copper pipe, or did you put in? Was it flex hose? What was it?
Well, luckily, most of it we were able to reuse. So it was just it was all flex hose and, you know, just cool. Righty tighty lefty loosey stuff.
So, yeah, that's simple.
Yeah, so that was the easy part.
It's when you have something to solder and stuff. That's when it's like,
yeah. No, I don't I don't like solder. I'm not a good solderer. So nope, I don't like that. No, I burn myself every time I have to solder electronics. So I don't like sweating and doing pipes. So no, but that was a fun thing. Saved her a bunch of money. So all right. Do we want to get to something on the whitelist?
Sure.
All right. So we've got.
What we're here for, isn't it?
Yeah, sure. Why not? Now, do we want to get into old people or women?
Old women.
Old women. Okay. Well, then we could get to the one that really riles you. She's not an old woman, but she's a young woman. That is doing something nasty. So
found out. By the way, found out that this is happening in Britain.
Yes. So
yet another reason for me to say screw the Brits.
Yeah. So let's we'll start with this. So New York Post is talking about a model who is leaving her underwear amongst supermarket food. So I posted this article to our show, to our little show Whitelist, and you can see her here. Here she is in the grocery store with people around her. You can see them in the background. Nobody seems to notice. And there they go in with the rest of the croissants and rolls and buns. So,
Okay, now just to be for, I didn't realize that dropping trowel meant taking your pants off. I thought dropping trowel was doing a number 2.
Mm-hmm.
So when I read that model caught dropping trowel at supermarket, no, she did not. She did not poop in the Cheerios. She just put her panties in the drawer.
Well, and to me, dropping trowel just means like mooning.
No.
It doesn't
Well,
mean.
let's be exact. Dropping trowel means dropping trousers, which in us would be, what we would call pants. But she's dropping what they would call pants, which is not dropping trousers. So that's just plain wrong headlines. That's incorrect.
Yeah.
No matter any of our definitions of dropping trowel, that is not it.
So the Instagram reel was reposted. The clip received over 12 million views. That one that you just saw a brief clip of.
Yeah.
Now, Mike, you said, "Oh, I've seen her before."
Yes. This showed up where she finished having her coffee at an outdoor cafe and took them off and left them on the table with the check. Found another one like
that is not
her whole
I don't
Instagram.
think that's a tip anybody wants.
No. Well, the irony here, okay, and then there was another one where she put it in the vending part of where the snack drops in a snack machine, a vending machine. Now, the irony here is she is kind of cute. So she is what some people may refer to as a snack.
Yes.
But
a
hot
Cheeto, if you will.
So the other thing that I'm thinking about, though, there are people on the internet that would pay good money for this underwear.
Well, yeah, and they do sell them
just
out of
leaving it randomly. Is this like a Banksy kind of thing now? Are these underwear worth money? Like, do you win something if you find them?
There's not a whole lot of room to write a note on these things as I look at them.
Like, I'm just trying to figure out, has anybody figured out what the reason for this is? Like, is this just to gain attention? Or is there some kind of prize at the end of this rainbow?
Well, I'm sure there's a prize. I'm not sure what else comes in the box, but I'm sure there's a prize.
I believe we lost Colin.
Yep. Well, he probably drowned his internet looking for other clips. But she is definitely. She's a habitual panty dropper is what she is.
For those of you who would like to see what we're talking about, on Instagram, she is Chloe, CHLOE, Jade Lopez, all one word, okay? And you look at her Instagram feed, and she is literally just leaving them like on the pump at the gas station. I mean, what?
Yeah. She really, enjoys fast convenience. So, yeah. I mean, there's no doubt about it. She Now, you notice she's not doing this with bras, because as I understand, bras are very expensive. Whereas underwear are much cheaper. Because doesn't Victoria's Secret have like the 5 for $10 bin? As opposed to like the 1 for $30 bra.
Well, you could buy underwear on Temu.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Nobody's gonna leave their bra places. They're too damn expensive.
I just don't understand. This is why I weep for society. I mean, people think this is entertainment now, and it's not. It's not. What are you famous for? How do you put that on a resume? What are you famous for? Oh, well, I leave my panties everywhere wherever I go. Yeah, guess what? They used to do that in the 70s for free.
Well,
There's no Instagram. There's no social media. People used to throw that shit on the stage at Tom Jones.
That's Tom Jones drowning in panties. That's what's happening.
Yeah.
No, I'm just looking at going, why has she not been arrested yet? I mean, if it was a guy doing that, they'd be arrested.
Is there
No, okay, but no dude is really going to do it. No dude is going to do it because there's no graceful way for a dude to take off his underwear and be covered afterwards. It just don't work. So, yeah, dude's going to get arrested, no doubt. The lady still has her skirt covering her mysterious lady parts.
I mean, like the time that she dumped it into with the donuts and the croissants and stuff. That.
Well,
seems...
yeah. Oh, yeah. That's that, and that's one of the more recent ones. So I gotta believe that somebody. So there's more to this story. Let's put it that way. Like notice how she picked the drawer when in the bakery one. She picked the drawer that was pretty much empty. So she probably.
So here's
came back when the camera wasn't rolling and bought everything in that drawer.
And
told them what she did, that kind, and took her panties back out. So
apart from some type of contamination thing, food contamination thing, generally it's not illegal to leave your underwear in public.
Okay. There is a joke in here, by the way, that underwear went in the bread drawer, and there's a joke, something with yeast. I'll get to it. Give me. Let me finish the beer. I'll get to it.
The only two laws that I could find which relate are public indecency or littering.
So public indecency, she's not exposing herself
right
in doing this. So now littering, perhaps.
Yeah. But I mean, if she's just leaving them on the table, is that,
that's a hell of a calling card. That's all I got to say.
I mean, what would be that much different than leaving, say, a dirty baby diaper? And there's animals that do that all the time.
Because a dirty baby diaper has fecal matter in it.
That would be worse, right?
Yes.
But there's animals that do that all the time.
Okay, well, this would never fly in America. I think we can all agree on that.
Yeah, but I mean, there's
the minute I saw it, I was like, yeah, she ain't doing this in the U.S., man. Somebody in the U.S. would forget it, man. Forget it.
So, but yeah, I mean, okay, what's worse, leaving panties in public or planking?
Panties in public.
I'll have to agree.
Okay.
What's more annoying? Wait, worse or more annoying? Because
planking's more annoying.
Worse is a subjective term in your mind. Which would you rather see somebody doing? If you were walking down the street, what would you rather see somebody doing?
Oh, well, if I was at the cafe or someplace where this lady was doing this, I'd be like, hey, yo, your panties! Hey, lift your panties!
All right.
Lift your panties! Or I'd be waiting for the dude. Then I'd just start filming them. I'd sit there with my phone. I would literally just sit there filming and waiting for the dude. Eventually, the one dude that's going to come up and just going to be like, because there's going to be some dude that's going to do it. You know that.
So let's see here. So leaving panties in public or that stupid, hit somebody on the back of the head when they're not sucker punch type thing. What they did to Rick Moranis.
What?
Yeah, remember when those kids came up and just beat the hell out of Rick Moranis for no good reason?
Is this you trying to be funny, or did this really happen to Rick Moranis?
No, this really happened to Rick Moranis.
How come I never heard about this?
We talked about it on the show.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Video shows man
New York.
assault Rick Moranis on NYC street.
Yeah. There's that whole period where celebrities in New York were just being randomly attacked by people.
Yeah, they were being randomly sucker punched.
I remember people getting randomly sucker punched. I don't remember celebrities getting randomly sucker punched.
Yeah. Homeless man pleads guilty to randomly attacking Rick Moranis in Manhattan in 2020. Go to prison for 2 years.
No. Okay.
Homeless man punched Rick Moranis and got to skip COVID in prison. That's the corrected headline.
All right. Well, listen, I'm not a fan of any of that kind of sucker punching. Period. That's just out of control. Bunch of damn animals is what we got.
All right. So, talking about
animals.
Yes. Let's go on to this next one that you have.
I got a new damn fear. New fear unlocked, man. I never realized. Like we've seen videos of like snake in the ceiling.
Mm-hmm.
And when animal control comes and opens it up, it turns out that there's like 3 or 4 pythons up there. Like pythons have babies, and the entire ceiling of the house was filled. This happened in Thailand.
Mm-hmm.
Man was bitten by a snake in his testicles when he sat on the toilet. There was a snake in the toilet.
Yep.
I live in New Jersey. And now, ever since this article, I flush and double check the toilet and watch to make sure before I sit down that there ain't nothing there. You have no idea how afraid of this I am now. Now, this goes along with snakes. I'll mess around with snakes. Danger noodles can go to hell. I saw a video where in-ground pool in Florida, there was a snake in the filter basket. Now, the filter basket of a pool is on, it's not that big, right? But there was a snake curled up in there. I guess somehow it was in the plumbing of the pool. And again, big-ass python in there. So another fear unlocked. I got an above-ground pool. I got to check the skimmer basket every time before I go in the damn pool. Make sure there ain't no snake in there. Because, damn it, I ain't dealing with snakes. We are animal people in this house. Snakes are not animals. Snakes they're evil. They're danger noodles. Anaconda, they're remaking Anaconda, and it's going to be a snake in the toilet.
Well,
it's going to be like 8-legged freaks, except there's no legged freaks. Snakes coming everywhere.
See, Mike, I have the same thing, but for spiders. I don't want spiders. I don't like spiders. And there was a scene in Arachnophobia where a guy was sitting on the toilet, and then all of a sudden you see a spider come around the bowl and get him in the butt. And so ever since I seen that, I got to, before I sit down, whether it's at my house or anywhere else, I am going to lift the rim, make sure there's nothing around it, and then I got to peek one side, other side, make sure, and then I will sit down and contemplate life for a while.
Well, see, spiders, in the movies, people get bit by spiders and get superpowers. People get bit by snakes in the movies and die.
No, only certain people.
They never had Snake Man. There was no superhero named Snake Man or Cobra Dude.
Yeah, there was.
No.
Cobra Commander.
Who? He was not bit by a snake. He was burned with chemicals, and that's why he had the mask. Didn't you see the movie? Channing Tatum could have saved him, but no, he didn't. And then he wound up. Oh, I had to make a name for myself now.
Yeah.
Y'all gonna remember what happened here? And all of a sudden he can't talk.
Yeah.
No. See, spiders are worse. Like, luckily, I don't have that fear of spiders because spiders can hide everywhere. Like, there's videos out there where people leave their running shoes outside.
Oh no!
Because they ran through mud or something, and then they come out the next day and there's a spider in there. They go to put your foot in, and guess what? Spider.
No, see, this is why I can't go to Australia. I would like to go. I would like to go to Australia, but there's too many big spiders there.
Well, no. I'll go to Australia too, but I'm staying inside in the resort. I'm walking around in one of them beekeeper suits, so the spiders can't in there, can't touch me. But just run a straw up there like a NASCAR driver inside the helmet, so I can drink my Fosters, and I'll be good.
The problem is those huntsman spiders are big enough; they just come and knock on your door and say, "Hey, can we come in?" So
and I'll be like, "You go right ahead. Hey, there's my wife."
It's like land shark.
She'll cook for you. Yeah, land shark. Yeah. I gotta. No, see, snakes. No.
There's the only good. My dad had a saying: the only good snake is a dead snake. I believe it. I don't like snakes. I don't like spiders.
And I know this is karma from when I was a kid. I was walking through the zoo looking at the pythons and stuff in the reptile exhibit. I'm like, yeah, y'all are gonna be boots and belts. You know that, right? Every last one of y'all. And I know it's karma. That now I have this fear.
Every once in a while there'll be
walking through Gatorland Zoo in Florida, saying every single one of you boots.
Every once in a while there'll be a video on my reel or whatever that'll have some guy who's got snake eggs, and he's taking the little scissors and opening up this wrinkly ass little egg so that the little snake can come. And no, don't need snakes. Don't breed snakes. He goes, oh, look at this one. He said,
snakes on a plane?
No.
My God. Snakes on a plane. Oh my God. You want to talk about fear?
So I'm over here not saying anything because, of course, I'm in the family of the reptiles.
Yeah, you reptile boy. You got your sister takes her damn lizard to bars and stuff. I don't know what's wrong with her.
What kind of lizard? What?
She has a bearded dragon. Well, she has many lizards, but the one that they typically go around with is a bearded dragon. Yeah.
I don't know why she doesn't post more about going to her Insane Clown Posse, reunions and stuff, because that's what those people do. Her and her Fago, But that's the only kind of people that have lizards as pets. Is Insane Clown Posse followers. I don't know what kind of.
Are they called juggalos?
Yes, I don't know what kind of juggalette she is, but
For the record, I am not the one calling Colin's sister a juggalette. They already hate me. So I'm not gonna dig that hole any deeper unless it means that means that Shaggy's closer. I don't want him to get hunted down. Plane tickets is still a little expensive. They ain't gonna fly here if they think I called them a juggalette.
That's a female juggalo. It's okay. It's the proper term. I know my juggalos.
I don't give a rat's ass. Okay. I do not give a rat's ass. I don't give a snake's ass. Is a snake's ass watertight? I don't know. I ain't gonna find out.
Don't know. Usually it's
bearded dragons are okay. Bearded dragons don't bother. They're not too bad. Like because they don't move that quick, and they're smaller than my foot. So it's kind of like the rule. Like
takes a couple of them to make a boot. Right?
Well, no, but see, like spiders, they're smaller than my foot, so that means they're smaller than my flip flop, which means they will meet their maker real quick. Like little dogs, I'm a little. Well, no, I shouldn't say that because I would never hit a dog, but I'm less afraid of little dogs because I can kind of shove them a little more. Big dogs, not so much. Lizards, kind of the same thing. Now, if you told me that your sister had like a Gila monster, I'd be like, nope. That's those things breathe fire when you close your eyes. It's no.
No, I don't.
Bearded dragons, care. They're okay. Chameleons, geckos, they're all right. They don't get like iguanas. That's the limit.
You don't want to deal with nobody that's got geckos or nothing else because all they're going to do is talk to you about car insurance. So you don't want to get into that conversation.
Well, no, I don't, but I don't believe you either. The other problem is that all like, see, like these lizards, they all eat like crickets and stuff. And when you actually have to go buy crickets, I heard that every reptile owner once in their life realizes just how important it is to make sure the lid is on the cricket jar. Because the minute you drop them, you ain't never going to find them all. And the only solution is to let the cricket, close the door and just let the crickets run rampant and have a feast. Because they'll find
lizards go rampant.
No.
So,
well, yes,
I agree. So,
yes.
I mean, they have a small stake. Small stake's fine. And, it's the people who like have like the giant pythons and stuff. You're looking at going, that snake is large enough to actually kill you. That's just that's no.
These are the same idiots that think, oh well, because they had a dire wolf in. Oh, now I need to have a husky. Or I need some kind of big. I need a wolf hybrid dog, because no.
Oh,
people see. People don't realize how big wolves really are. All right.
I'll tell you, our dog Dolly. Dolly is a sweet dog. She likes everybody. She hates huskies. Hates huskies with a vengeance. So if she sees a husky, she will not shut up. It's hilarious. I assume she was attacked by a husky at some point. But
does Dolly like the lizards?
Never really let them meet. At most, I think ignored because, but yeah, it's not like we got the lizards in their faces.
Okay.
And the bearded dragon has visited, but she's kept up high, and dogs are kept down low.
Understood.
I don't know. Nope, don't have any need for him. But Mike, right along there with dogs, though, you say there was you gave us a very disturbing article about Gen Zers.
Well, Gen Z is just generally disturbing to begin with, but
yeah,
not quite as disturbing as Gen Alpha.
Who the hell?
How dare you pick that name, Gen Alpha? That's the youngest generation. All of a sudden, they decide, oh well, screw this. We're gonna be Gen Alpha, and the next generation is gonna be what? Gen Omega
or Gen Beta?
Gen fresh off of kicking your ass. That's what it's gonna be. So Gen Z, a recent survey said that 1 in 4 Gen Zers have given up their pets because they couldn't afford them. And this is such a nerve. This touches such a nerve for me. This happens to be a topic that makes me wonder why the hell I even bother going on Threads anymore, because you go on Threads and you got people saying, my vet quoted me $400 to neuter my dog, and I feel like that's a ripoff, that they should be neutering for free to prevent pet overpopulation. So I may have to give up my dog because they told me I have to get him neutered. I'm like, no, pay the $400, get your dog neutered.
Mm-hmm. In days of old, I used to say
all this blood work and stuff and all. Well, yeah, 400 is cheap.
In the days of old, I would have said, well, you wouldn't not get your kids vaccinated, would you? But I can't say that anymore.
Well, that's all right. I've asked them. I said, well, listen, how much does your doctor charge you to neuter your kid? How much did your doctor charge you to neuter your husband? That's
yeah.
I mean, look, you see, and the problem here is that most of the 1 in 4, the 25% that gave up their pets, they adopted the pets because it was the feel-good thing to do during COVID.
Mm-hmm. Because they wanted companionship.
Yes, and now that the pandemic's over and life's getting back to normal,
yeah,
and they realize, oh shit, there's an expense with this. Well, listen, maybe you don't get the leather seats in your Tesla, and you pay for your pet instead. It's a commitment. I mean,
yeah, it's like anything. It's a commitment. You know, the only good thing is, in this same article, it says some pet owners said they have gone into debt for their pets' expenses like medical emergencies and pet insurance. And there are also plenty of people like myself who have looked at their pet time and time again and said, "You are well over your maximum coverage amount." Wow. You are dipping into the next dog's maximum coverage amount.
Yeah.
And yet we still pay.
Yeah.
There is
listen, you're not going to get any sympathy from me. I mean, we people look at me like I got 8 heads when I tell them that we had cataract surgery done on our husky years ago. They're like, what? Listen, just do yourself a favor. Get a hamster, all right? Get a hamster. You take a hamster to a vet, the vet's going to look at me like, seriously?
Get another hamster that looks just like it. Yeah. You don't want responsibilities. Get a goldfish. All right. You can flush them down the toilet, get another one. There you go. All right.
There you go.
That's, you want real responsibilities. Get a parrot or a turtle. All right. So...
Listen, not a parrot.
If you get
no birds.
No.
I said if you want real responsibilities.
Well, if you get a parrot or a turtle, you got to get legal. You better have a lawyer because you got to have a will.
You got lifetime responsibilities.
That literally should be part of the adoption contract. Or I'm not even going to say adoption contract because with parrots, there aren't that many bird rescues. It's not like you're going and finding a macaw at a bird rescue. But if you buy a parrot, it should be part of the sale contract that, yes, we have a copy of your will and you agree that you are going to get it revised within 30 days of this purchase because this bird is going to outlive you. Same thing with a turtle.
Yeah. Oh.
That's why a lot of states now, like Jersey, it's illegal to have turtles as pets.
Yep.
So, and that's probably why.
All right. So here in just a minute, we're going to do our movie review of, what was it called? Was it called Project 38? Is that what it was called? I think it was.
I don't know. 38 special through the brain. I don't know. Something.
But before that, one thing to keep in mind is that all of our movie reviews come from streaming services, and you're constantly being bombarded by new streaming services that are coming up, and we just learned of another new streaming provider that's coming out. Now, I'm not saying we're going to add this to our list of streaming services that we're going to look at, but Chick-fil-A, the company that brings you closed on Sundays, is actually in talks to license and acquire content and become a streaming platform. Are they going to not stream on Sundays either? Are they going to take it down on Sundays?
I don't understand. I do not understand how. Why.
I'm so old. I remember when McDonald's put, plastic records in the Sunday paper, but I don't remember them ever creating a music label.
Yes, the one where you may be able to play the special record that gets the money.
The Big Mac song, yeah.
Yes.
I remember, I know Walmart has their own radio station, quote unquote.
Yeah.
That they pump through, like that kind of thing. Okay.
Kmart.
I know some of
Kmart
the gas
used
stations
to.
have their own stuff, like their own little.
Oh yeah.
The ones in Massachusetts, when we stop at the rest areas, they have the TVs on there, and it's their own broadcast.
Yeah.
Closed circuit broadcast.
Not Dean Cain, but the other one used to do it. Mario Lopez is on it. He's on the one around here.
So it's not unusual for them to do it for, their own audience, because then they don't have to pay an outside company, I guess. I don't know. But this, I don't understand. So expanding your empire from chicken
to movies,
entertainment.
I mean, don't they
family
know that
entertainment?
Don't they know that Candace Cameron Bure already has a network?
I was just, it's funny because as soon as you mentioned closed on Sundays, I'm thinking to myself, oh my God, are they not going to broadcast on Sundays? We'll get Chick-fil-A Ministries proudly presents
the 500 Club.
No. It can't. No, I hope to God they don't start doing that. What if it's all televangelist type stuff? Oh my God!
What if it's old televangelist?
Hobby Lobby.
I bet that's the only commercial that plays.
No, wait, hold on. We're going in. No, see, now we're delving into religion. We can't do that.
Yeah, we can't do that.
Listen, I don't.
What if it's all?
Like this idea.
What if it's all like Little House on the Prairie and and Touched by an Angel and Father Flanagan Mysteries and The Flying Nun and it's all
Flying Nun. Oh my God.
It's
wow.
all, and
I forgot all about that one.
It is all religious programming, but not really religious.
Well, okay, so then they could have what about mainstream movies, like Leap of Faith,
Sister Act 1 and 2.
Sister Act.
What was the British show where they pretended to be nuns? Do you remember Nuns on the Run? Is that what it was called?
You're asking me?
No, I was asking Colin. So
okay.
The name sounds familiar, but it's not something I've ever seen.
Well, what about Cannonball Run Part 2? Because, there were nuns in that.
Yes, it was called Nuns on the Run. It starred Brian Hope and Charlie McManus. Robbie Coltrane was in it, and Eric Idle. So, yeah.
Yeah. Well, maybe Chick-fil-A knows something that the rest of us don't, to what's happening with the fast food chicken industry, and is trying to secure themselves a different way of funding. Like, for example, one of the big rental chains, Family Video, was out of here in Springfield, and they're now gone as Family Video, but they are still around as a fiber internet company. So maybe that's just what Chick-fil-A is trying to do.
What does it say that most nun movies are horrors? The Conjuring, The Crucifixion, Curse of the Nun.
Because there's never been any. Because there's only two, or I guess three, because there's a sequel. There's only 3 nun movies that aren't horror that anybody ever actually likes.
The Sound of Music.
Sister Act and Sister Act 2.
The Trouble with Angels is another one. And Angels, Where Angels Go, Trouble Follows.
Oh, what about Angels in the Outfield?
Oh, yeah, we should have Angels in the Outfield on there for sure.
That's not nuns.
No, but it's religious. So,
now we can't just go naming every religious movie.
There's a Medea movie called Not Another Church Movie. Remember when we watched that one movie
and on
where
that
it was
note,
God?
Nope. We're not doing it. Nope. Go. Let's. Nope.
All right. So now we're gonna break.
Movie review.
Now we're gonna get on to our movie review, and who's up the primary on this review?
I believe you were.
Okay. That's fine. I can do it. No problem. Because this is one heck of a movie review. Project... let me see here. I just got to find the Amazon Prime Video. Future 38 is what it was called. All right. Now, when this show first started playing, I'm like, oh, Neil deGrasse Tyson cameo. They must have money. This is interesting. And then it went black and white, which was not a good sign of things to come. And then I saw somebody from Star Trek try and be a scientist, and then I saw some horrible special effects, and then the movie devolved into a bunch of, okay, this is like, the whole concept of this is what people thought the future would look like. All right? So it's all things that were old but new. So so like, if you remember, they had like, if you look in the World of Tomorrow from Disneyland, right? So you had like the old ovens, but like they were supposed to be space age microwaves, or you had pill meals, or you had, whatever. And so this is the whole movie is nothing but those and a bunch of puns. The movie is all about a special, well, not really a special agent, but a American agent who time travels from the year 1938 to the year 2018. All right. And in the year 2018, he is to recover a supposed, atom or molecule or whatever you want to call it of Formica, which evidently gets stronger the longer that it exists for some reason. It doesn't have a half-life. It has a double life. I have no idea how that actually works, but whatever. So he travels forward in time and lands in a hotel run by a woman who wants to be a knockoff of basically Blast from the Past, essentially, and Alicia Silverstone from Back to the Past. And it's just stupidity after stupidity after stupidity after stupidity. This movie, and it's all to fight the Germans, which is where Hitler comes in. And this sounds convoluted when I'm explaining it, because the movie is convoluted when you watch it, and your brain literally gets scrambled trying to watch this film because it's so bad. All right. I was watching this thinking, when can I just switch to Iron Sky, which made a lot more sense than this movie about Nazis? Iron Sky looks like The Sound of Music or Casablanca or Gone with the Wind compared to this. All right? This is horrible. I mean, there's the cobbler and then there's this. All right? That's how bad this is. This is just an hour and 15 minutes of my life I will never, ever get back. And I am worse for it. So it's do not waste your time with this movie. And for the 69 people that reviewed this movie and the god-awful people who gave it 4 and 5 stars, which I cannot for the life of me figure out what those people were on, because even with chemical enhancement, there is no way that this movie is worthwhile to watch. I don't know what they're smoking. I am going to give this a kill it with fire, which is one of the rare times that I will give that rating. But that's what I give it. All right, Mike. I'm looking for you probably love this, right?
No. So the fact that we have an intro from Neil deGrasse Tyson makes me question if Neil deGrasse Tyson has some kind of gambling debts or something that are not publicized that he needs to make up for. Because I truly feel like he may have funded this out of his own pocket. Maybe he lost a bet. Maybe he feels guilty for getting Mars kicked out of the solar system. I don't know. There's got to be some reason. Was he held at... Blink twice if you're doing this against your will. Like, the one positive I have to say about this movie is Sean Young looks better in this movie than she did in Planet Dune. So, there's that. 15 minutes in. And I had to go back and research and see when's the last time I tapped out on a movie. Because I know we had a rule like you can only tap out like once every 6 months. 26 minutes in, and all I'm sitting here saying to myself is this is a horrible ripoff. This is if I ordered Blast from the Past on Temu. This is what I get. 48 minutes in, and I am looking for the gas pipe at this point because there ain't no damn way. There ain't no way. An hour 10. Well, we come this far. And Hitler. And so, Jackie, I'm right there with you. I gave it a kill it with fire. Neil deGrasse Tyson needs to be punished for trying to lend any credence to this movie by appearing. Like, all his credibility goes out the window because of this movie. Because I literally thought that we were getting like some kind of scientifically accurate, well-documented. No, this is just no reason for this movie to exist at all. So NDT, I want to know what the dilly yo. All
right, Colin, you're up.
Okay, well, as has been said many times, we have different senses of humor. My sense of humor and the kind of movies I like isn't necessarily the kind of movies that
crap.
And you look at something where
here we go.
It's very difficult and thought-provoking to look back at a movie and say, well, see, this is 1938, so you have to look at, actually, it probably would have been shot in 1937, and you have to figure out, how to, go forward and bring in the real science from now and what they may have thought then and put it together and make jokes out of it and the stuff. And if anybody can do that and really make that a good movie and get that script together, then I would like to have somebody find them and send them to these people and say, hey, that's how you do it, not this piece of shit that you made.
Okay, good.
That's Kill with Fire. I'm just faking you out.
All right, good. Thank God.
Oh, it might be. As soon as Colin cursed, I'm like, okay, God. Oh. I believe, gents, that this might be the first. No, I'm sorry. We all agreed Cocaine Shark was all Kill It with Fire as well.
Boy, that tells you how bad this is.
We actually have it worse than.
There's nothing worse than Kill It with Fire. That's the worst.
No, Kill It with Fire is worse.
No.
Puke was the worst, but Kill It with Fire became.
Yeah.
And 45 Days to Be Rich, we also gave 3 Kill It with Fires. I don't remember what that was. Was that the one with the phone?
No,
that was the Greek brother that was the Greek Brewster's Millions.
Yeah.
That's what that was.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I was tempted to give it Q, just because it was short.
No, it gets no retribution for being short.
No, it didn't get retribution.
Yeah.
I'm saying
No.
I was only
I'm saying
tempted.
you. Yeah, no. All right,
At
Mike.
least it was short.
Next.
All right, I'm on deck for this one. 1 to 27.
13.
13. Oh, great. This is on Amazon Prime. It's a spoof movie. Fantastic. Tukin.
Tukin.
Tukin, not taken.
Oh,
Tukin.
Tukin.
Tooken. Tukin. Great.
Okay. It's got 3.5 stars. It's got a less favorable 5-star rating than the last one.
Enjoy, Mike.
So,
Well, the positive here, it's only an hour and 20 minutes. So
yep.
Hey, there we go.
it can't be that bad. Who is in it? Lee Tergesen is in it. Okay.
Reno Wilson. Margaret Cho.
Reno Wilson. He's from Mike and Molly. Laura Lee. Michael Blackson. Oh, fantastic. Jenny McCarthy. What?
Yep.
Akon? Okay. All right. Well, this shouldn't be too terrible. Famous last words.
Yes. Very much so. So. All right, folks. Well, that is going to be our show for this evening. So thank you so much for tuning in, listening to our craziness for the last hour. We appreciate it. Don't forget, our next show is going to be on the 9th. So don't forget, coming up is Labor Day weekend. So make sure that you are safe. Make sure that you enjoy the 3-day weekend coming up. And, have a good time. If you would be so kind, please make sure that you share the show. Tell everybody that you know about it if you enjoy it. Please make sure to, just get it out there in the world. Share it on social media wherever you can. You can find at PTR Radio on all the most popular places. We're available for the video on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. Thanks to X for being a big wiener and not allowing us to post there anymore on our videos. Elon Musk is a giant tool bag. But, that's the way it goes. We refuse to pay to broadcast something that we just like to do for fun. So, for that, with that said, though, nothing coming up for me. Mike is waiting on his next turn at the elementary school kids. And, Colin, any upcoming trips to Disney?
Really?
Yes, next weekend.
All right. Colin will be at
I'm going to
Disney.
be doing a Labor Day weekend Disney trip.
Colin will be at Disneyland. So,
World.
Yeah, Disney World. So, now Mike enjoys entertaining the little children. Just look for his van with the sign that says free candy.
I play music for the kids.
Yes.
I endure 2 hours of kids bop. Although the back to school barbecue, because it's more for the parents, that's more of a just play stuff on the radio.
There you go.
That's not too bad.
Yep. All right. With that said, thanks for again listening to PTR Radio. Don't forget to check out our website, ptrradio.com. Brand new website. We need your feedback on that. Feel free to leave a voicemail message on there. We're happy to play them on the next live show. Otherwise, we'll see you guys on the 9th. Thanks a lot. My name's Shaggy.
I'm Dallin.
Hi, I'm Mike the Ape Man.
Stick a fork in us, folks. We are done. Later.